What's the smartest way you've tested your daughter's boyfriend? So this happened about 3 years ago when my daughter Chloe was 16 and starting to date this boy Diego, 17. She'd never had a serious boyfriend before, and I was low-key freaking out inside while trying to play it cool on the outside. Chloe had been talking about Diego for weeks before I even met him. She kept saying how smart he was and how he was going to some fancy college after graduation, and TBH, I was already suspicious. Not because I didn't trust my daughter, but because I remember being 16 and how easy it is to fall for someone who's just telling you what you want to hear. The first time Diego came over, he was polite enough, made eye contact, firm handshake, all that, but something felt off, like he was putting on a show for the parents, which I get, but still. I talked to my husband about it and he was all, he seems fine, but husbands can be so clueless sometimes, sorry not sorry. Anyway, I decided I needed to see who Diego really was when no adults were watching. Not in a creepy way, just, I needed to know if he respected my daughter when nobody was looking. So I came up with this plan. I invited Diego over for dinner on a night when my husband was working late. I told Chloe I needed to run to the store for dessert and would be back in 20 minutes, but I was actually planning to be gone for an hour. What Chloe and Diego didn't know was that I had set up my old iPad on the bookshelf in the living room recording video. Before you judge me, I know this sounds insane and invasive. I'm not proud of it. But mother bear instincts are real, and I was genuinely concerned. I made sure to text Chloe when I was at the store asking what ice cream flavor they wanted, just to make it seem legit. Then I literally just sat in my car at the end of the block scrolling through my phone for an hour feeling like a complete psycho. When I got back home, they were just sitting on opposite ends of the couch watching some show. Totally normal, nothing concerning. Diego even jumped up to help me with the groceries, which made me feel even more guilty. Later that night after Diego left, I checked the recording, and OMG. The whole time I was gone, they barely even touched. They just sat there watching TV and talking about school and stuff. At one point, Chloe went to the kitchen to get snacks and Diego paused the show to wait for her instead of watching without her. But here's the part that actually got me. At some point, Chloe's phone buzzed with a text from me. I could see Diego glance at it on the coffee table, but he didn't pick it up or try to read it. He just called out to Chloe that her phone went off. And then when they were talking about college plans, he was telling her about all these programs she might like based on what she's interested in. Not trying to get her to follow him or anything, just supporting her ideas. I deleted that video immediately and never told anyone about it. Not my husband, definitely not Chloe. I felt so ashamed for not trusting my daughter's judgment. That was 3 years ago. Diego and Chloe dated all through her junior and senior years. He went off to college, but they tried long distance for a while. They eventually broke up last year, but it was mutual and they're still friends.